How much does your liberty of conscience cost? A few nails and a wooden cross? Does it cost the blood spilt of an innocent man? Or the Creator being the propitiation in salvation's plan? Maybe not. Maybe instead it cost the freedom to buy and to sell, being able to live and having what you will, because if this vessel you were given is deemed of no little worth, but to agree to be imparted with a gene experiment, with the intent that it will not heal, no, it will not save, then you have accepted to be a slave to the greed of a few who would bear rule over you, who teaches that your fear should always make you consent and to bow to the wishes and whims of lawless men. Can your freedom be bought? That is the question. But look deeper and you will see that it can be asked two ways. First, can your freedom be bought so you will not have it? And second, can your freedom be bought so your liberty will be given back to you? Which is the truth? To answer that, you will have to know who's being paid. In the first, we are the ones giving up what we own, selling our right to own nothing, say nothing, think nothing for ourselves, yet live in a blind, deceived, happy state. Your God-given right to choose you would prefer to lose because hopefully it will all be normal again. You forfeit the opportunity to win the victory over this world of sin because convenience always wins. And the second, the penalty for God's broken law is expiated, atoned for, so we no longer will get what we deserve. Free from the penalty, we are exonerated to live and think as we were created to be. With thoughts that are high and lofty, we will see the responsibility and accountability in being in the image of God who made us. Created us to have dominion over every other created thing, and with minds free to choose, glorify, and honor Him. How much does your liberty of conscience cost? A few nails and a wooden cross? Does it cost the blood spilt of an innocent man? Or the Creator being the propitiation in salvation's plan? Maybe not. Maybe instead it cost one day, just one. That would seem as if we have been caused to honor this world's Creator on Sunday, yet defy His claim of ownership with that day He told us to remember. What would you choose to render? To obey is better than sacrifice. Would you sacrifice everlasting life to follow the dictates and traditions of man, to choose to stand on the side of this world's common good, even though you know that good is not all that common, and there is none good but our Father in heaven? For the wickedness of man's heart is the catalyst to dull the thinking. We tear and sear at our own conscience, denying the handprint of the righteous Creator by sinning. The devil wants us to lose our minds, only to act on impulse, whether fear, hatred, or lust. Because a God who would judge a mindless creature cannot be called just. Please listen. To obey God's truth is not a mindless act, but the result of reasoning out the display of facts. Fact. You are not your own, but bought back by the one who breathed into your body and it became a living soul. Allegiance to Him is twofold, because He's the life that made creation and He's the life that gave redemption. Without exception, God and His truth is the only option. But the thing is, you can decide not to choose, and that is a choice that the devil himself will use. Out of fear, you allow others to decide for you. Mandates, legal catchphrases, and laws, when against the word of God with thinking minds, should cause you to pause. We ought to obey God rather than men. It is in the mind where the truth and lies contends. Turn off the media. Turn off the shows. Find a quiet place of repose and think. Where is this all leading? The broad way is filled with the majority sleeping, and in their end there is only weeping and gnashing of teeth, for they sold out themselves for cheap when their price was dearer than the Son of God remaining on His throne. Christ died so we could be atoned. Is it better to gain the world but lose your soul? How much does your liberty of conscience cost? A few nails and a wooden cross? Does it cost the blood spilt of an innocent man, or the Creator being the propitiation in salvation's plan? How much does your liberty of conscience cost? A few nails and a wooden cross? Does it cost the blood spilt of an innocent man, or the Creator being the propitiation in salvation?